Hello everyone, this is Akansh Suman here. Now we will do questions based on the epicyclic gear train. We all know what is epicyclic gear train means. I'm again telling you, apart from the rotation of the gears, if any axis of the gear is in rotation with respect to some other axis of the gear, then we call it as the epicyclic gear train. Okay, it is having 2 degrees of freedom basically, and it may be simple epicyclic, compound epicyclic, and reverted epicyclic, and so on. Okay, so in the question it is given that in an epicyclic gear train an arm carried 2 gears. What it is saying, read the question carefully. Every year 1 to 2 marks questions is going to be asked from the epicyclic gear train, so you must have to be practice a lot. In the epicyclic gear train, an arm carried 2 gears, A and B, having 36 and the 45 teeth respectively. That means I can write here that TA is given 36 and TB is given 45. Sometimes they will give you the diagram and they will not, sometimes they will not give you the diagram, but you need to draw the diagram, because without drawing the diagram you cannot be able to understand what is going on in the question. So I'm just it is saying that the arm rotated 150 rpm in the anti-clockwise directions about the center of the gear A, which is fixed. Gear A which is fixed. That means I'm just drawing a gear having 36 teeth. Okay, and another gear, that is gear B. Okay, this is A and this is B, and having an arm, which is having an arm. Okay, gear A is fixed. That means the speed of the gear is 0. Gear A is 0, and the gear B, which is in rotation with respect to the axis of the gear A. Okay, and the arm velocity is given, arm speed is given, that is 150 rpm in anti-clockwise direction. So we all know that for the solving the epicyclic gear train problem, we need to draw the table. Okay, how can we draw the table? Let me draw the table. So in the first block we can write here that motion. Okay, and that is arm, and that is gear A, and that is gear B. Okay, now first case we can write here that the arm is fixed. Okay, arm is fixed, and arm is fixed, and gear A, gear A rotate, gear A, this is assumption. Okay, gear A rotate with, gear A rotate with plus x rpm. Gear A rotate with the plus x rpm. Plus means I'm taking clockwise direction as positive directions. Okay, so that's why plus x rpm, that means x with x rpm in clockwise direction. So here arm is fixed, that means it is having 0 and it is having the x, that is plus x rpm. Okay, and how can we find out the speed of the B? We all know that the speed can be find out using the velocity ratio nb upon na, that is equal to ta upon tb. Ta upon tb, but this formula is just to use to find out the magnitude of the speed. Okay, you need to consider direction also, so that is ta upon tb. Okay, so I can write here what is the speed of the A here in case of when the arm is fixed, that is x ta upon tb. But the important thing is that what would be the direction for the gear B? Both are meeting gears, so it means if A is in rotation with if A is in anti-clockwise direction, then B would be in anti-clockwise direction. If A is in clockwise direction, B would be in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so direction would be opposite to gear A direction. Okay, so in the second, that would be the important. Okay, that is arm is free. Now arm is free. Our question is based on this slide, this table. Arm is free, but you need to draw first table in which arm is fixed and the gear rotate with the x rpm, like that. So in the second case we are considering that arm is free. This is the general case. In the question it is given that the arm is rotating with 150 rpm, but you need to understand that the table you are going to make, that is the general table. You should not put the direct values in the table. Okay, it would be it would be any mistakes would be there. So you just need to draw the table in a general way. That is I'm considering this is y rpm. Okay, and this is x plus y, and this would be y minus x ta upon tb. This is our general table. We have drawn a lot of table in every questions. We need to draw the table in every question. So in order to solve the questions very fast and in a very accurate manner, you need to draw the table like that. Okay, I'm assuming that the arm is in rotation with the y rpm in clockwise direction. Okay, so here what is the arm velocity is given, that is 150 rpm, but in anti-clockwise direction. We are assuming clockwise as positive direction, so it is anti-clockwise, that means minus 150 rpm. Okay, y means y is equal to minus 150 rpm. Okay, now in the question it is given that the gear a which is fixed, that means na is equal to 0. If na is equal to 0 means x plus y is equal to 0. If x plus y is equal to 0, that means it would be x minus 150 is equal to 0, and you will get x is equal to 150 rpm. But this is not the speed of the a is x plus y. Okay, we have find out the value of x and we have find out the value of y which is given in the question. Now but we need to find out the speed of the b. It is asking in the question, determine the speed of the gear b. So nb would be y minus x ta upon tb, and y means that is minus 150 minus x, that is minus 150 multiplied ta upon tb. Ta is 36 and tb is 45. Okay, so you can calculate. 36 multiply 150 upon 45, and that is 150, and you will get 270. You will get 270 rpm, but sign is minus sign represent anti-clockwise direction, so I can write here nb is equal to 270 rpm. But this is the first part of the question we have solved. In the second case, in the second part of that question, it is given that if the gear a instead of being fixed max 300 rpm in clockwise direction. So in the second case it is given that the speed of the gear a is 300 rpm in clockwise direction. We have assumed that the clockwise direction as positive directions. So this is the second part, in case it is given that the speed of the a is 300 rpm. Okay, the table would be similar to previous table. Okay, it would be similar to previous table because there is no changes in the in the gear train. There is only changes in the speed of the gear a. So we just have to know that what is the speed of the gear a, that is x plus y. So I can write here x plus y is equal to 300. Okay, and what is the value of y? It is given in the question, that is minus 150. Minus means anti-clockwise direction, and you will get here x is equal to 450 rpm. Okay, but what is asking in the question, what will be the speed of the gear b? Again it is asking that the speed of the gear b you have to find out. So speed of the b, that is nb, and you just have to put the value of nb, that is y minus x ta upon tb. Are you getting my point? Y is minus of 150, x is minus of 450, multiplied ta is 36 and tb is what, 45. Okay, so that would be minus 150 and minus 360, and you will get 510, that is minus 510 rpm. That would be the speed of the gear b. I hope you will understand the solution of that question. Okay, whatever be the given in the question, you just have to put the value But the most important thing in the epicyclic guillotine is that how to draw the table. As you draw the table correctly, the questions you are going to solve, you'll get the correct answer. Okay, there is no mistakes, there cannot be any mistakes in the question, just you need to draw the table accurately. And this is the similar table as we have drawn in the last questions, we have drawn in the every questions. The question, the table is almost similar to each other. Okay, so thank you.